Have you ever wondered why some of the wisest and most resilient individuals in history seem to hold a certain enigmatic aura? What secrets did the Stoics, those ancient sages, guard so closely that allowed them to live with such profound tranquility and strength? In a world where oversharing has become the norm, the wisdom of Stoicism offers a refreshing counterpoint, teaching us that sometimes the most powerful path to inner peace and personal growth lies in what we choose to keep private. Welcome to this exploration of 15 subjects the Stoics believed should be held close to the chest. These timeless principles not only protect our inner world from external judgment, but also cultivate a deeper, more resilient self. As we journey through these teachings, you'll discover how guarding certain aspects of your life can lead to greater wisdom, serenity, and authenticity. Stay with us until the end to uncover how these ancient insights can transform your modern life, guiding you to a path of true fulfillment and inner strength. Number 1, personal relationships. In the realm of personal relationships, discretion is a virtue that the Stoics cherish deeply. Sharing intimate details about our relationships can lead to misunderstandings and judgments from others, which in turn can weaken the bonds we hold dear and cause unnecessary conflicts. The Stoics understood that relationships are sacred spaces where trust and mutual respect flourish. By broadcasting our personal affairs, we invite external opinions that may not always be rooted in understanding or empathy. Consider a tender plant growing in a secluded garden. It thrives in privacy, shielded from harsh weather and prying eyes. Similarly, personal relationships blossom when nurtured away from the public gaze. The Stoics believed that true growth in relationships comes from within, from the silent and steady nurturing of love and respect. External validation or commentary can often distort our perception, making us question the very foundation of our bonds. In a world where sharing every aspect of our lives has become the norm, the Stoic approach urges us to take a step back, reflect on the sanctity of your relationships. Protect them as you would protect your most cherished possession. Silence in this context is not secrecy, but a shield that guards the purity of your bonds. It is an act of wisdom to choose discretion over disclosure, to cherish the moments of connection without the interference of the outside world. By keeping our personal relationships private, we preserve their integrity and strength. We allow them to flourish naturally, without the pressure of external judgments. This Stoic wisdom reminds us that the most profound connections are often those that are nurtured in silence, away from the public eye. In this way, we honor the depth and significance of our relationships, ensuring they remain resilient and enduring. Number 2, unlearned lessons. Mistakes are universal. We all encounter failures along our journey. However, how we respond to these failures truly defines our character. The Stoics saw these moments not as reasons for despair, but as opportunities for revelation and growth. In our contemporary society, there is often pressure to project an image of perfection, showcasing our triumphs while hiding our defeats. Yet the Stoic approach teaches us a different way, to embrace our mistakes as maps for self-development. By choosing to keep unlearned lessons private, the Stoics were not evading their responsibilities or hiding from their failures. Instead, they were engaging in a deep and intimate process of reflection. Each failure was not seen as an end, but as a beginning, a new chapter in the ongoing quest for virtue and wisdom. Like an artist who turns a mistake into a crucial part of their work, the Stoics turned their failures into foundations for growth. In a world where oversharing and overexposure are common, the Stoic stance reminds us of the value of introspection and the dignity of silence. By not publicly sharing every misstep, We allow ourselves the space to understand and internalize the lessons. This private reflection fosters a more profound personal growth as we learn to navigate our lives with greater wisdom and resilience. Embracing this Stoic principle means recognizing the power of silent self-improvement. It is an acknowledgement that true strength lies not in the absence of failure, but in our ability to learn and grow from it. By keeping our unlearned lessons private, we protect the sacred process of personal transformation, allowing ourselves to emerge wiser and more virtuous. Number 3, good deeds. True kindness, according to the Stoics, should be like a gentle candle that silently illuminates a dark room. It warms and lights up everything around it without seeking recognition or applause. In a world driven by self-promotion and public validation, the Stoic perspective on good deeds is a refreshing reminder of genuine altruism. The Stoics believed that the essence of kindness lies in its quiet and subtle nature. Acts of compassion and generosity should stem from a sincere desire to do good, not from a need for external validation. By broadcasting our good deeds, we risk turning them into spectacles, seeking the fleeting warmth of applause rather than the enduring glow of true benevolence. Keeping our good deeds cloaked in anonymity provides us with a sacred moment of reflection and pause. It allows us to question whether our actions were motivated by genuine compassion or a desire for praise. This introspective analysis becomes a catalyst for personal improvement, guiding us towards more authentic and selfless acts of kindness. The Stoic wisdom envelops us with its essence, reminding us that often the greatest acts of kindness are those offered without expecting anything in return. By keeping our good deeds private, we cultivate a deeper connection with our values and principles. We learn to act out of pure intent, fostering a sense of inner tranquility and fulfillment. In embracing this Stoic principle, we recognize that true kindness does not seek the spotlight. It manifests in quiet, authentic gestures that enrich our lives and the lives of others. This timeless wisdom encourages us to be guardians of our own integrity, performing acts of compassion with humility and grace. Number 4, deepest dreams. Imagine holding a rare and delicate seed in the palm of your hand, representing your most intimate dreams and aspirations. How would you protect it from the harsh winds and storms that could prevent it from sprouting? The Stoics, with their profound wisdom, saw our goals and dreams as these precious seeds, destined to be planted in the fertile depths of our souls, far from the storms of others' opinions and criticisms. Exposing our dreams to the world too early can be detrimental. The cold of skepticism or the heat of ridicule can extinguish the flame of a dream prematurely. The Stoics celebrated self-sufficiency as an invaluable gem. True wisdom and accomplishment are not chalices to be displayed, but internal wells from which one can always draw strength and purpose. Choosing silence about our grand goals is not an act of shyness, but a deliberate choice to walk with humility, avoiding the pride that sometimes blinds us. The Stoic legacy speaks to the heart, teaching us that there's no need to shout our dreams from mountaintops. Instead, we should protect them, cultivate them, and watch them flourish in their silent and majestic glory. This safeguard is an invitation to rediscover the strength that resides within us. It reminds us that at times, the most precious treasures are those we keep just for ourselves. By keeping our deepest dreams private, we allow them to develop at their own pace, free from external interference. This Stoic wisdom encourages us to nurture our aspirations in a safe environment, ensuring their growth and fulfillment. Number 5, next steps. Picture a chess master moving their pieces silently while their opponents attempt to decipher their next moves. This is the path of the Stoics. They understood that by revealing every move in their lives, they could be subject to the whimsical winds of external judgment, often laden with criticism, envy, and even malicious intentions. At the heart of Stoic philosophy lies the virtue of self-sufficiency. Why depend on the fleeting applause of an audience when true strength resides in the inner theater of the mind? By keeping their life strategies to themselves, the Stoics were not simply concealing their plans, but strengthening their inner core of confidence, independent of the tides of opinion that flow around them. This leads us to humility, a subtle yet profound quality that the Stoics fervently upheld. Revealing grand strategies could easily be interpreted as a cry of arrogance, a triumphant announcement of superiority. By choosing discretion, they struck a balance between ambition and humility, ensuring that their steps were steady but not presumptuous. The Stoic tradition presents us with a rich perspective on the value of secrecy. It teaches us that protecting our goals is more than just a strategy. It is a way to fortify our being, to honor our self-sufficiency, and to walk with humility in a world where external validation seems to be the currency. The Stoics invite us to look inward, find our internal compass, and tread our own path with confidence and wisdom. Number 6, criticizing others. Criticizing others is like throwing stones into a calm lake, creating ripples that disturb the serenity of the water. The Stoics understood that engaging in judgments and criticisms was a diversion from their own internal mirror, wasting precious energy on matters beyond their sphere of influence. Instead of pointing fingers, the Stoics chose to extend a hand, guiding themselves with empathy and compassion. They recognized that every person is a universe filled with internal and external battles, joys and sorrows, victories and defeats. Criticizing another person would be a failure to acknowledge the richness and complexity of the human condition. The Stoics realized that criticism, instead of building bridges, often erected walls, leading to discord and separation rather than peace and harmony. Stoic wisdom sends us a clear and timeless message. We must be guardians of our words and thoughts. Instead of focusing on the faults of others, let's turn our gaze to our own reflection, seeking growth and virtue within ourselves. In a world where criticism is easily launched, Stoic teachings inspire us to embrace understanding, acceptance, and kindness. By choosing to refrain from criticizing others, we foster a culture of empathy and respect. We cast stones of empathy into the lake of humanity, appreciating the waves of positivity they generate. This approach not only enhances our own tranquility, but also contributes to a more harmonious and compassionate world. Number 7, the doubts and uncertainties. Picture yourself in a vast forest where each tree represents a doubt and each shadow an uncertainty. Instead of shouting your hesitation to the world, you choose silent introspection, seeking answers within your own soul. This is the path of the Stoics. At the core of Stoic philosophy is the recognition that confidence isn't a flag to be waved in front of the world, but an inner beacon that guides our way. Constantly revealing our doubts to the world is like exposing a lighthouse to a torrential rain. It can silently extinguish the light of our inner strength. The Stoics believed that true confidence is found in the quiet chambers of the heart and mind. By bearing all uncertainties, we can strip the soul of its dignity and solidity, making us vulnerable to the shifting opinions and judgments of others. Therefore, always choose when and with whom you will share your vulnerabilities. While many seek answers in the clamor of the external world, the Stoics understood the importance of silence and introspection. They believe that often the answers to the deepest questions resonate in the quiet chambers of the heart and mind. By harboring certain uncertainties, we cultivate deeper reflection and a more intimate connection with our essence. In summary, Stoic wisdom whispers precious advice amidst the storms of doubt. There's no need to shout your uncertainties to the world. By embracing silence, modesty, and introspection, we find a safe route through the forest of uncertainties, guided by the internal beacon of our confidence and understanding. Number 8, health issues. Health is a deeply personal and often delicate matter. Sharing health problems can sometimes draw unwanted sympathy or concern, which may not always be beneficial. The Stoics, ever wise in their approach to life, understood the importance of managing health issues privately, allowing for a more focused and resilient approach to overcoming challenges. In the Stoic view, health is a part of the natural ebb and flow of life, subject to the same principles of acceptance and equanimity that apply to all other aspects of existence. By keeping health matters private, we avoid the pitfalls of public pity or misguided advice, which can distract from the true task at hand, maintaining a balanced and composed mind while addressing physical ailments. Consider the metaphor of a tree weathering a storm. It bends and sways, but remains rooted and resilient. Similarly, managing health issues privately allows us to maintain our inner strength and focus. It fosters a sense of self-reliance and determination, qualities that are crucial in navigating the trials of illness. Furthermore, the Stoics believed that true resilience is built in the quiet, steadfast handling of adversity. By not sharing every detail of our health struggles, we preserve our energy and direct it towards healing and self-improvement. This approach cultivates a mindset of inner fortitude and tranquility, enabling us to face health challenges with grace and dignity. In embracing this Stoic principle, we learn to view health issues as opportunities for personal growth and reflection. We develop a deeper understanding of our bodies and minds, fostering a harmonious balance that supports overall well-being. This Stoic wisdom reminds us that true strength lies in our ability to face life's challenges with quiet resilience and unwavering composure. Number 9, financial status. Discussing one's financial situation, whether it is wealth or lack thereof, can incite envy or pity, neither of which are conducive to personal tranquility. The Stoics, who valued inner peace above all else, understood that financial matters should be managed quietly and with discretion to maintain a balanced and content life. In the Stoic perspective, true wealth is not measured by the accumulation of material possessions, but by the richness of one's character and the tranquility of one's soul. Broadcasting our financial status can lead to unnecessary comparisons and judgments, which distract us from cultivating inner virtue and contentment. It can also create unrealistic expectations or pressures, both from ourselves and from others. By keeping financial matters private, we avoid the traps of envy and pride. We focus instead on what truly matters, living a life of purpose and integrity. Financial ups and downs are a natural part of life's journey, and the Stoics teach us to approach them with equanimity without attaching our self-worth to external measures of success or failure. Consider the metaphor of a calm lake. Its surface may be ruffled by the wind, but its depths remain serene and undisturbed. Similarly, by maintaining discretion about our financial status, we cultivate an inner calm that is resilient to the changing tides of fortune. We learn to find satisfaction in simplicity and to appreciate the deeper, non-material aspects of life. This Stoic wisdom encourages us to focus on what we can control, our attitudes, our actions, and our inner state. By managing our financial status privately, we uphold the values of humility, prudence, and contentment, ensuring that our lives are guided by principles rather than possessions. Number 10, achievements. Displaying external triumphs can nurture ego and pride, diverting focus from true inner growth. The Stoics believed that true fulfillment was not found in public accolades, but in the quiet pursuit of wisdom and virtue. Every achievement, according to Stoic philosophy, should be an internal milestone, celebrated within rather than flaunted without. Imagine diving into the depths of your own soul. For the Stoics, the pursuit of wisdom and virtue resembled this profound journey. They believed that true fulfillment wasn't in displaying external triumphs, but in introspection and continuous evolution. Every challenge, every struggle was fought not in public arenas, but in the silent landscapes of the spirit. Discussing victories publicly can foster ego and vanity, which can become barriers to true virtue. The Stoics taught that obsession with external recognition ties us to chains of pride, trapping us in the empty pursuit of fleeting applause. This path is filled with disappointment, as external accolades are temporary and often beyond our control. However, the Stoics offered a precious teaching. True achievement isn't the one that stops to be admired, but the one that silently transforms the community, nurturing noble values like justice, compassion, and wisdom. Wealth for these ancient sages wasn't accumulated in vaults, but in the depths of a balanced and serene soul. Instead of celebrating triumphs or withering in defeat, the Stoics embraced a quiet acceptance of all the whims of life. They invited us to recognize that the dance of existence is orchestrated by melodies often beyond our control. In this remarkable silence, we find a deliberate choice, a commitment to genuine greatness. By keeping our achievements private, we focus on living with integrity and dedicating ourselves to the collective good. The legacy of the Stoics teaches us that humility, sincerity, and the ceaseless pursuit of wisdom are the true pillars of a life worth living. Number 11, resentment. Have you ever felt trapped in a web of emotions, where each thread is a bitter memory, a grudge that refuses to fade? The timeless wisdom of Stoicism invites us to reflect deeply on the invisible weight of resentment. To these ancient philosophers, harboring resentment was like an anchor, preventing the spirit from sailing freely through the seas of life. The Stoics believed that resentment is an invisible chain that binds us, limiting our freedom and inner peace. It is fascinating to realize that often resentment springs from misunderstanding and can imprison us in a cycle of bitterness. The Stoics encouraged us to seek the origins of others' actions, to understand before we judge. Forgiveness, then, is not just an altruistic gesture, but an act of profound wisdom that unravels the mysteries of the human soul and frees us from the chains of negativity. Anger and resentment are sentient poisons, flames that, when fed, consume our tranquility and well-being. On the other hand, by choosing the path of forgiveness and understanding, we find an oasis of serenity and peace. Guided by Stoic wisdom, we are reminded of a universal truth. Forgiveness is the key to our own freedom. It is a beacon that guides us through emotional storms and offers us refuge in the harbor of serenity. By embracing this lesson, we discover that at times the greatest strength lies in letting go, in freeing ourselves from the chains of the past and sailing toward a horizon of understanding and peace. Number 12, moments of solitude. While many seek to fill every second with stimuli and interactions, the Stoics found strength in quietude. They didn't view solitude as a void to be filled, but as a sanctuary where the mind could dance freely, unshackled by the opinions of others. Contrary to what many may think, the Stoics did not shun solitude. They embraced it as a time for deep reflection and connection with their inner universe. In their moments of retreat, the Stoics did not feel isolated, but connected to a rich inner world filled with insights. It was in this stillness that the deepest thoughts arose, unpolluted by external noise. In the current landscape, where validation through social media has become a priority for many, Stoic philosophy invites us to re-evaluate these priorities. By moving away from the constant need for exposure, we find a space where our soul can breathe. It is in this deep silence that we discover the melody of our essence, a sound that doesn't need to be shared but only felt in its purity and truth. Moments of solitude become precious opportunities to listen to our inner voice, to understand our deepest desires and fears, and to cultivate a sense of peace and purpose. Embracing solitude as a sacred space for reflection and growth allows us to strengthen our inner resilience. We learn to appreciate the value of silence and the wisdom it brings. This Stoic approach encourages us to find strength in our own company, to be comfortable with ourselves, and to draw upon the profound insights that solitude can offer. Number 13, challenges not overcome. In the Stoic path to wisdom and virtue, every step is filled with meaning. The deviations and stumbling blocks are not mere obstacles. They carve the soul, shape character, and teach about the true nature of grandeur. For the Stoics, it wasn't the visible triumph that counted, but the internal battles, often invisible, that determined a person's inner strength. However, the Stoics advised against speaking about challenges not overcome. The answer lies in their astute perception of human nature. They believed that ego and pride could cloud our vision, making us blind to true virtue. The relentless pursuit of external recognition and praise could indeed be a veil that hides our true potential. The Stoics didn't value achievements that could be easily displayed as trophies. They sought true glory in acts that elevated humanity, acts rooted in values like justice, generosity, and wisdom. Real wealth for them wasn't in the shine of gold, but in the radiance of a morally upright character and a tranquil soul. The philosophy of loving fate, or amor fati, was fundamental to this understanding. The Stoics didn't despair in the face of adversity. Instead, they balanced the taste of victory and defeat with equanimity, aware that the tapestry of life is woven with threads of circumstances often beyond our control. By keeping our struggles private, we allow ourselves the space to process and grow from them without the pressure of external judgment. Number 14, deepest plans. The understanding that there's no need to shout your plans to the world is a powerful weapon. The Stoics understood something that many of us forget. Discretion is not a weakness, but a strength. For them, every plan or goal was like a delicate seed that needed to be nurtured with care and protection. By avoiding the premature exposure of these plans, they ensured that they had the ideal environment to grow and flourish, away from the storms of doubt, envy, or public scrutiny. Today, in an age of overexposure where every move is documented and shared, Stoic philosophy invites us to rethink how we handle our ambitions. It shows us that true power often resides in what is kept secret, not because we are evasive, but because we recognize the importance of nurturing our dreams in a safe environment. Silence for the Stoics was not empty. It was full of potential, possibilities, and hope. It was the fertile ground where their dreams could grow undisturbed. Amidst the chaos of our modern era, we can find inspiration in these ancient sages. By protecting our deepest plans, we allow them to develop at their own pace, free from interference. This Stoic wisdom teaches us that true magic lies not in what we declare to the world, but in what we quietly achieve in the recesses of our determination. It is an invitation to cultivate patience and resilience, to trust in the natural unfolding of our ambitions and to find strength in the silence that protects our most cherished dreams. Number 15, personal beliefs and values. While it is important to have strong personal beliefs and values, constantly discussing them can lead to conflicts and alienation. The Stoics believe that living by example is more powerful than proclaiming one's beliefs loudly. Our personal values are like a compass that guides our actions and decisions, shaping our character and the way we interact with the world. When we share our beliefs too openly, we risk turning them into subjects of debate and contention, rather than sources of personal strength and guidance. The Stoics taught that true conviction does not need external validation. It stands firm in the quiet confidence of one's own heart and mind. By living our values rather than broadcasting them, we demonstrate the principles we hold dear through our actions and behavior. This approach fosters a sense of inner peace and stability, allowing us to navigate life's challenges with clarity and purpose. It also encourages respect and understanding in our interactions with others, as we refrain from imposing our beliefs on those around us. Instead, we create an environment where diverse perspectives can coexist harmoniously, enriching our collective experience. In a world where beliefs and values are often shouted from every platform, the Stoic wisdom of quiet conviction serves as a powerful reminder. By keeping our personal beliefs private, we honor the sacredness of our inner compass, allowing it to guide us with unwavering strength and integrity. This Stoic principle encourages us to focus on living our values authentically, inspiring others through our example rather than our words. As we've journeyed through the wisdom of the Stoics, it becomes clear that guarding certain aspects of our lives isn't about secrecy. It's about nurturing our deepest values and aspirations in a sanctuary free from external noise. By keeping these 15 subjects private, we cultivate a space where our inner strength can grow undisturbed, leading to a life of greater wisdom, tranquility, and resilience. Imagine a life where your achievements, dreams, and challenges are protected and cherished, allowing you to evolve into the best version of yourself. This is the timeless gift that Stoic philosophy offers, a path to profound personal growth and unshakable inner peace. If you found value in these insights and are inspired to apply them to your own life, I invite you to like this video and subscribe to our channel. By joining our community, you'll continue to receive powerful wisdom and practical guidance to navigate life's complexities with grace and strength. Share your thoughts in the comments below and let us know which of these Stoic principles resonated most with you. Together, let's cultivate a life of deeper meaning and enduring fulfillment. Thank you for watching and stay tuned for more enlightening content from our channel. Remember, true wisdom often lies in the quiet places we protect within ourselves.
Hey there! If you enjoyed this video, I'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment with the word wiser, so I know you watched till the very end. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more insights and updates. Thank you so much for your attention. Stay wise and awesome, and I'll see you in the next video.